Hi, Democrats. Today is Tuesday, January 24th, and it's time for the Chair's Day to Live. Happy Tuesday. I understand in the western part of the state, it is crazy snowy. It's just cold here in Tulsa. But wherever you are, stay warm. This is a good opportunity for you to reach out to other Democrats and make sure that they know about the elections that are coming up on February 14th or March 7th, depending on where you live. Yesterday, I mentioned that I was going to talk about how you can get involved, how you can become a delegate, how you can pick the leadership of the Oklahoma Democratic Party. And so today I want to do a real quick touch on that. Ask you to pull out your calendars, if they're on your phone, if they're handwritten, pull out your calendars and mark March 16th as the date for precinct elections and April 8th as the day for county elections. Those are the dates that you need to know where you need to show up and participate in precinct elections. That's where you become a precinct officer, or county elections where you elect the leaders of the counties or actually run for yourself. Those are the first steps of how you get involved. And how do you get involved if you're not involved and you don't know who you call? Go out to okdemocrats.org, click on Our Party, and click on Find My Party. You can click on your county and find out who you need to contact in your county to get involved and make sure that you're on the invite list. So mark your calendars for March 16th so you can get involved. And I'll talk more about this as those dates get closer. But mark your calendar now. I don't want you looking up on March 14th saying, oh man, I forgot. March 16th is the date. April 8th is the next date, depending on your county. But please go out to okdemocrats.org, click on Our Party, and click on Find My Party. And that's how you can find your county leadership. And that's who's planning what's going on at your precinct elections and your county elections. I'll talk about more about that as the days go closer. In addition to the Oklahoma Democratic Party and their organization, be on the lookout. The Oklahoma Federation of Democratic Women, they're having their reorg this year as well, and their convention where they elect their leadership, and they're going to have an outstanding speaker is in April. And Young Democrats of Oklahoma, they're planning their reorganization in April as well. Please go out to our calendar at okdemocrats.org events, look up those dates and register for those events as well. There are all kinds of ways to get involved. Go out to our website, figure out which path makes the most sense for you. And join, because we need your voices in our party. We need diverse voices from all over the state. Oh, I stand corrected. The Women's Convention is in March, and the Young Democrats Convention is in April. So March is coming up. We've got a lot of stuff going on in April. A lot of ways that you can get involved in the party. I told you last week that I'm gonna be a little bit more diligent in acknowledging and recognizing our elected officials, because they are people too. And so I want to take today, first of all, and say happy birthday to Senator Joanna Dossett out of Tulsa. She's actually my senator. Senator Joanna Dossett, today is her birthday. If you are friends with her on Facebook, have her phone number, drop her a text or a happy birthday note. We all like to get those, even if we pretend like we don't. Okay. Then I also want to acknowledge, once again, 2 weeks in a row, Representative A.J. Pittman from House District 99 in Oklahoma City. This week, I'm recognizing Representative Pittman for being named the National Chaplain for the National Organization of Black Elected Women, or NOBLE. She received that award in Maryland. It's a nonpartisan, nonprofit organization that supports African-American women elected African-American women in getting their voices out, NOBEL, in getting their voices out, and making sure that they're acknowledged. So congratulations, Representative Pittman. And then we have Representative Annie Mins from House District 45 in Norman. Representative Annie Mins in 2023 is the first Latina woman in the State House in Oklahoma. Congratulations, Representative Mins, and thank you. So our representatives are doing big things. They're being acknowledged and represented, and I like for us to do that. And again, if you're friends with Facebook friends, Twitter friends, have them in your phone with Senator Dossett, Representative Pittman, Representative Mins. Drop them a note of encouragement. They're getting ready next week to go into the fight of their lives. I guess 2 weeks from now, to go into the fight of their lives, and we need to let them know that we stand with them. That we stand with them and that we support them and we appreciate them putting themselves out there. I have to talk about national just a little bit more. What happened during the Lunar New Year in California reminds us of why we need common sense gun laws. These were men who had weapons and grievances and took lives. We need common sense gun laws. Again, I'm not talking about taking away anyone's guns, but we need common sense gun laws, because what happened on the Lunar New Year in Northern California was ridiculous and senseless and avoidable. It was avoidable. So I'm going to use that as an opportunity to mourn the lives lost, but also to remind us that we cannot let up the gas on our fight for common sense gun laws. And I'm going to end with some semi-positive news. Oklahoma's newly elected Attorney General has intervened and postponed or rescheduled at least 6 of our 11 scheduled executions, of 11 of our executions that were scheduled for the rest of this year. He's intervened and rescheduled some of them, postponed some of them indefinitely, and is reviewing the remaining 5. Just arbitrarily deciding that we were going to put 24 individuals to death in the name of Oklahoma, just arbitrarily scheduling them out every 4 weeks, was hasty and senseless. And I am hoping that our newly elected Attorney General keeps up the momentum that he has right now of being thoughtful about the decisions that he's making out of his office, and not doing them on the whim, and not doing them because somebody is mad at somebody, but following the law and making sure to protect our workers and making sure that things make as much sense as our laws will allow them to make sense. So on the same day that he announced that he was taking over the investigation, his office was taking over the investigation of Swatley's, which we all want answers to, he also announced that he would postpone or reschedule the 11 executions that we already had scheduled just because. So it's semi-positive in that it seems like a little bit of common sense has been interjected into statewide politics. And so I want to be hopeful, because I am a silver lining girl. And I call it only somewhat because I'm me and I don't believe in executions. So there's that. But please get involved in the Oklahoma Democratic Party, either through the Women's Federation, Stonewall, African American Federation, or just through the state party. There are all kinds of ways for you to get involved, get in with your niche, young Democrats, Native Americans, disabled Democrats. There are all kinds of ways that you can figure out that you can find a path into the party. Make sure that your voice is heard and that your constituency group, the folks that you have a kinship with, that those voices are being heard and advocated for within our party. Thanks for joining me, and I'll be back here tomorrow at 4:15. You guys stay warm and have a good evening.